What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Money Super Truck series on Box Sports 1. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to go road racing. We are at Canadian Tire, or excuse me, Mosport. I forgot what time period this is. But we're at Mosport, getting ready to kick things off. First road course of the season for these truckers. And oh boy, this is going to get wild, isn't it? Things are definitely going to get exciting here. But yeah, I'm not really sure what I ought to say about this race because I'm not sure what to expect. But we are, for the first time ever in the truck series, above the border. Not the first time in the on the channel ever, because we did have some non-points paying exhibition races and fun little events in Canada and Mexico. But the Money Grand National Series goes to Mexico. Why not send the Money Super Truck Series up to Canada? So some of these people just outside the border can also enjoy some stock car and stock truck racing here in the Money Car Series, or Money Car Sanctioning body, I should say. Oh boy, up the hill. See this tight double right-hander here. This will definitely provide us with some chaos as we head down this long straightaway. Has a few bends and curves to it, but for the most part it's still a straightaway. And it's a very high speed section of the course before we finally get to the final right, left, right section further down here. And you see a quick little kink here. I can't remember if this is considered a corner or not. I don't think it is, but it's a pretty long curve. So if you want to consider it a corner, I mean, go ahead. It's still flat out there, so I wouldn't really consider it to be a turn, but this is definitely a turn. Hard braking zone, right-hander here, downshift, riding through third gear through this corner. Coming out of this turn, you want to shift down in a second before this left-hander. Hard braking through there. Split second back on the throttle, back onto the brakes. Staying in second gear. Pace truck is in, and you accelerate right here, gun it down the front straightaway, just like our pole sitter Derek Cope did, to take the green flag. And we are racing from Mosport. Through turn one already. Trucks being bunched up here. Now heading through these rights and lefts. A lot of these drivers don't normally run these types of tracks, but some drivers I feel like this may benefit, such as the 41 of Dario Franchitti, who is running up inside the top 10. We've never seen Franchitti running this competitively before, but here he is running inside the top 10 in that 41 truck for Chip Ganassi and his team. Now a couple trucks touching the grass there on exit of that double right-hander. Up the hill, drafting will definitely come into play here. A very long straight as Derek Cope continues to lead heading down in this corner. Oh, side by side into the right-hander, Rick Crawford. Runs a little wide there, able to hop back in line. I thought he was going to touch the grass there. That definitely wouldn't have ended well. 31 of Tina Gordon trying to fight back on the left side there, but not quite able to. She's going to have to give up the position to Ted Musgrave as we complete lap number one. And now here comes it looks like the one of Aaron Bike diving to the inside of that 31 truck. Oh boy. This race is absolutely going to be something, isn't it? As you see, here's the 86 of Chris Mack the Pirates Racing truck. We know he loves the road courses. He's gonna definitely try to do something with this one here. He tries to work his way up through the field, and now and try to find a place to go to get past this 50 truck. Look for the contact. Diving underneath multiple trucks. There's a lot of trucks, all just nose to tail, and he's gonna pass about half of them there. A little bit of contact with the 10 there. Oh, and the truck off in the grass. He's gonna keep it straight, and we're wrecking further back. It's the 16 of Stacy Compton getting turned sideways, and that would that bring out the caution? Yes, it does. He hit pretty good there, and you see how it tore up the back end of his truck. So coming through the final turn, it's the 7 of Derek Cope, still your leader here. Oh man. Here comes Max sideways underneath the 10, but clears David Starr out of the final corner. Racing back to the caution flag, and you see the damage done to the 16 truck of Stacy Compton. Let's see what happened to Stacy here as he backed it into that concrete wall pretty good. And I believe there might be some debris on track. That may be why they threw the caution there. He just gets hooked from behind, and he actually went in with the nose first, then came around and slapped the rear end of that truck, and he got turned by Bobby Dotter. Now luckily for him, the nose didn't quite impact as badly, but when that truck whipped around after the first impact and slammed the wall with the rear end of the truck, that's where that rear damage came from. He didn't nose it in too hard. He hit it pretty good. It didn't damage the truck too bad, but he hit it pretty good. But when that rear end came around and slapped the wall, and that's where most of the damage came from. So very interesting to see there. But green flag back in the air, and look who got a great jump there. Of course, none other than Roy Hornaday Jr. in the 33 truck through turn 1. He's going to have a great run here. Further back, they are all bunched up. Joey Clanton trying to get by Rick Crawford. And now here comes the 9 underneath that 09 Zaxby's machine. And that is Ted Musgrave in the 9 truck. Now to the inside of Musgrave goes Dario Franchitti. It's like if you try to make a move here on these restarts and you don't get it done, somebody's right there waiting to pounce on you. Now through this downhill left-hander, similar to the second turn, and look at Chris Mack off the racetrack through the grass. Where in the world is he going? He's able to make it work on the bottom of 3 wide now. Maybe a little bit of contact with Eric Darnell. No, he gets through cleanly. What a move. I don't think he did it on purpose. He might have got shoved off there, but he definitely recovered, and that could have been way worse. I think gravity helped him out there, because that was an uphill part, and that helped him slow down. And I mean, he went off into the grass pretty late there, but if he went off any earlier, there's no grip in that grass. He would have definitely skated out of control. But he gets by Eric Darnell in the 99, and Darnell, there might have been a little bit of contact. I couldn't tell, but he's going to spin and right in the pit road. Nowhere to go. There's a pit attenuator there. He's not able to avoid going down pit road or turn away from it at the last second there, because he's already committed at that point. So unfortunate for him. He was charging through the pack, but now he's gonna have to drive through pit road, and there he goes, exiting the pits. Everybody else is long gone at this point. Chris Mack just now getting back out on the racetrack. So definitely very unfortunate for him. But he just got some speed in that truck, as we've seen, so he'll probably be able to recover. Maybe not win without a caution, but he'll be able to recover and hopefully fight for a win here. Val Wolf in a 97 truck. She says it herself. She does not really like the road courses, and she's not very good at them, but seems to be pretty strong here today, running 12th in that 97 truck. So definitely a big improvement over her previous results in the lower divisions. Maybe just carrying a little bit more confidence here today, or maybe just with some practice, improved quite a bit. I don't know, but definitely running better than she thinks she would run on a road course here at Canadian Tire. Looking further back towards the rear of the field, there's Chris Mack trying to work his way back up after having to go through pit road. He lost quite a bit of time, and he's pushing that thing. You hear the tires screaming there. He's not too far behind the pack, or the tail end of the pack, I should say. So, clipped the grass a little bit there. Small mistake. He just needs to get back into a groove, and he'll eventually run these guys down. But out in front, it's all Ron Hornaday, as he is continuing to lead over Derek Cope, but Cope right there in his draft. May be able to do something if he can catch him. No, he can't quite get him there. I think he's just far enough back to where Hornaday might be safe. But side by side, Joey Clanton in the 09 truck is going to have to concede. No, he's going to fight back on the inside, but Ted Musgrave able to clear him in that Chase Bank number 9 Toyota Tundra. How about Dennis Setzer running 11th here? Smooth run for him. As we already mentioned, Dario Franchitti having a pretty good run here as well. Further back, let's check on Chris Mack, see if he's caught the field. And contact. One truck way off the racetrack, and up on his side is Bobby Reithmeyer. Oh my goodness, what happened to Reithmeyer? Up on his side, caution is out once again. The 86 truck spun. Oh man, wild ride for him there. Out of the final turn, Derek Cope was closing in. I think he's got a better long run truck, he was about to retake the lead from Hornaday, but just ran out of time. And now Chris Mack in the 86, trying to see if he has any damage to that 86 truck. Doesn't look like he does. Man, that's just a tough break. Getting spun once again as he caught back up to the pack, but they have a chance to reset again as get another caution. What happened here? We always have an onboard with these Papyrus Racing trucks, so we'll be able to watch and see what happened. Oh, just looks like the 53. Okay, so it looks like the 53 was all over the back bumper of the 2. They came across the track in front of the 86. Chris Mack just way faster than these guys, trying to figure out a way past, and looks like the braking zones might have been a little bit different as well, and around goes the 86 to the inside of the racetrack. Meanwhile, Bobby Reithmeyer just into the tires and just launched up onto his side after a pretty hard impact into the tire barrier. Looks like that thing just got into the tires, climbed up, came to a stop, and up onto its side it goes. Up on top of the barriers there too. Just a tough break. Wrong place, wrong time, I think, for that 53. And you see Chris Mack in the grass trying to get that thing straight again. You know, I know, I feel his frustration. It's frustrating when you're in a wreck early and you're trying to fight your way back up through the pack. It's just, you get really, really heated in there. But just gotta stay calm, stay patient. You gotta, you know, I know you want to try and save your race, but you gotta just kind of stay calm, be patient, and the race will come back to you. Here he comes at the back of the field. He's got a chance to maybe make up a few spots here in some of these heavier braking zones. And look at who's retaking the lead. It's the 7 of Derek Cope. And now here comes the 30 of Todd Bodine alongside the 33 of Hornaday. Ron Hornaday Jr. trying to retake that spot and hang on to it. Chris Mack through the grass again. I think that time might have been on purpose. He was like, hey, it worked last time. Might as well try it again here. 3 wide. The 50 about got shoved on track. And here comes Willie Allen. Here comes Chris Mack flying through the field here. Going to use the draft to his advantage going uphill. So Chris Mack in the 86 truck, nowhere to go now. I expect that he'll dive. Yeah, big dive to the inside of the 07. Gets it to stick. Maybe a little bit of contact being made, but it's definitely surprising that he made that move on Tim Sauter work there. He's definitely driving that thing about as hard as he can. Doing the exact opposite of what I said just a moment ago, but we know he's young. In theory, he just wants to go out there and win. Goes off into the grass a little bit there on exit. Now closing in on the back bumper of the 10 truck. Oh man, and now he's going to try to get by him on the outside, and he does. Look at how deep he drives it in there. Trying to get past as many as he can. Oh, a little bit of contact with Tyler Walker in the 36 truck. Tyler Walker, a phenom on dirt, and getting his shot here in the truck series. Driving that 36, sponsored by 360 OTC, and the 86 now gets by another one. So definitely fighting his way back up to the pack. I believe he's up inside the top 20 now. We'll see by the end of this lap. I know he's getting close there to the front. Oh, contact in the 40. What in the world? Man, that's going to cost him some spots. And it did. The 40 of Chad Rogers. Looks like trying not to go off the racetrack and just kind of got into him there. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Got a little loose, slid into the 86, sent him into the pit road wall in the front straightaway. So unfortunate for the 86, trying to work his way back up to the pack. Now back to our live feed. Chris Mack definitely a little more frustrated after that. And he's going to get back up there. He's going to get to the back bumper of the 40. Pushes him wide. Off the racetrack goes Chad Rogers. And in turn, Tyler Walker also got shoved off as well there. Just unfortunate circumstance for Walker. Wrong place, wrong time. Got caught up in some other people's mess. But now Chris Mack getting past a few more trucks here. Oh, and contact! Around he goes. Into the wall. And oh no, hard hit for Ken Schrader. Into that concrete wall. Mack is off the track sideways as well there. Caution is out once again. Ken Schrader took a lick in the driver's side door. And a horrible angle to hit it as well. Just got sent right off the racetrack, and Chris Mack definitely not happy. He's spinning that thing on the pit road even. Just carrying way too much speed. He does not care anymore at this point. He's going to stop it right in this box, and I think he's done. Yep, he's climbing out. Window net is down. He's climbing out, and he is hot. He is fuming here. And understandably so, but I think this might have been one of his own mistakes, possibly. I don't know. Well, try to get a better angle with this. Sorry for using one of these angles, but it looks like he was expecting the 08 to give him a little more room there. I was going to try to pinch him down. Entering the corner, the 08 was sliding up to take the normal line, and it just kind of met in the middle there, and around goes the 86. He's trying to save it. He almost saves it. Gets into Schrader, and poor Ken Schrader, nowhere to go, nothing he could do. Bang! Hard hit. I'm telling you, that one is, that one is gonna sting for quite a while. Cause, oh, worst angle. Just about a 90-degree angle there. Point of impact. Driver's door first as well. It looks like there might be a little bit of cushioning on that wall. It looks like some soft walls in place, but definitely not much to cushion the blow. Now the 18 truck's still rolling, but definitely unfortunate circumstances for both of these guys here. Chris Mack just trying to hang on to it, couldn't quite. Boom! Backs it into the wall pretty good there, and that will effectively end this race. And we know this young kid here pretty much wears his emotions on his sleeve, and you can understand why he's frustrated. Just one bad thing leads to another in this race. He wants to lead this race in his rear view mirror, but that brings out a caution a little bit over the halfway point. Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again. Derek Cope takes a lead again here, but here comes Hornaday on the inside, gets pinched off. Now it's going to fall in line behind a 7. Here comes Todd Bodine once again to the inside. Just like a carbon copy of the last restart, these two are back at it here. Bodine and Hornaday. I feel like it sounds weird when I say his name. Hornaday. There we go. I'm not gonna just sit there and say Ron Hornaday Jr. every single time. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. In case y'all for some reason can't understand what I'm saying, I don't know. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. I just feel like I might not be elaborate too well what I was trying to say here. But Hornaday fighting back. He's got a pretty good run on Cope here, heading down into this right-hander where we just saw carnage. These two giving each other plenty of space to work through. And he's going to clear them. Travis Quapple up in the mix, trying to get underneath the 30 of Todd Bodine. And he does. He sent it in there, got a great run on entry, but Bodine's going to pinch him off on exit. Side by side still. Great action here on the road course at Mosport. These drivers showing that they can turn right as well. side by side. Rick Crawford and Aaron fight. Door to door there. Caution is out once again. Oh boy. This might shake things up big time here. It'll be, I believe, 3 laps to go on the restart. And let's see what brought out the yellow. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. So what brought out the caution? So as I've learned, NR seems to kind of just throw cautions for no reason sometimes. Is this one of those? I know I'm kind of known for throwing phantom yellows, but oh, this is way further back than I thought it was. Okay. Wreck on the front stretch is Chad Rogers in the 40. Some would call this karma if you're a Chris Mack fan, and some would just call this unlucky. But contact with a 78, he about sent the 78 around. 78 does hit the outside wall, but Rogers gets turned backwards on the front straightaway, bringing out the caution. He'll lose some spots there. So here we go. We're gonna jump through once again. We're not gonna jump directly into the action this time. We're gonna take you through all the way to the restart as the field is doubled up one more time. We're gonna let them loose once again here. It's gonna be a chaos run to the finish. Here we go. Our Ford pace truck on its way back on the pit road. There it goes, making a hard right-hand turn on the pit road. Derek Cope and Ron Hornaday Jr. lead us to the green flag. Hornaday with a great jump. The outside line just gets a great jump every time here. And he's going to clear Cope down the front straightaway and into turn 1. Now out of turn 1, heading into turn 2. Does Cope have anything left for that 33 truck? We know Hornaday looked to be a little bit faster on the shorter runs. Cope, after a lap or two, seemed to get some speed on the longer runs. Can Cope fight back here? These two have been the strongest trucks all day, trading the lead back and forth on each restart. Who's going to prevail with just 2 laps to go? It's a green-white checker. Here we go. Heartbreaking double right-hander here. Cope to the inside. Here comes Ty Bodine making it 3 wide. Contact being made between the leaders. Side by side out of the double right-hander. And now up this long straightaway, Bodine benefiting from the draft of Cope. And Cope going to give him that draft, trying to get Bodine side by side with Hornaday here. Because that's exactly what he wants to see in their mirror, in his mirror there. If they're side by side battling with each other, that'll slow the both of them down. But now here comes Ty Bodine to take second place and looking for the lead now out of the final corner. White flag in the air one more time around from Mosport. Derek Cope looking for that first win here in the trucks. The 30 of Bodine looking for a second. They're side by side further back. Hornaday got sent way back there, trying to hang on to 4th here. Under pressure from Mike Skinner though. And now Bodine trying to close in, closing the gap little by little here on the 7 of Cope. No, loses some time on exit of the corner there. But he's doing everything he can. He's driving it as hard and diving it in as deep as he can. Does he have anything left for him here? He's close enough to try and drive it in there and get a quick dive bomb. No, he doesn't. Instead, here comes the 6 of Travis Quapple trying to make a move. He's not quite going to be able to do it. Down this long straight. Bodine is in drafting range. Can he do anything to try and catch that 7 truck, or is it all said and done at this point? I think he's a little too far back. We're about to see into the final corners. Right, left, and then one more right. Looks like Cope has it in a bag. Here comes Travis Quapple. Here comes Taco Dine with a late lunge, but he's too little too late. Out of the final turn, Derek Cope sees the checker flag, and he's going to win from Mosport. Wow. What an exciting race. What a finish. What a thriller there at the end. Chris Wimmer in the 76 struck way off the pace. What happened to him? I believe he may have gotten spun at some point. No, he went down pit road. Man, what a race there at the end. But that is going to do it. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. Up next is Texas. And after Texas, I'll have to start calculating points manually here, because we did have an issue with the NR season, of course. So, oh boy. I guess I'll just go with the top 20 for now. I feel like anyone further back than that just doesn't have a shot to really win the championship or anything. So, yeah, top 20. That's what I'll be calculating for now. But that's gonna do it. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. We'll see y'all next time, and until then, peace. Wait, no, listen. Okay, so I might just put it into NR2K3 Weebly and let them calculate the points for me. Yeah, I think that might be. No, I can't do that because I didn't save the export. Never mind. Dang it. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Peace.